of the trade, there's a place we all know, where stories spill like paint and the real talk flows. Baz and Sean bring the banter again, welcoming all to the Decorators Den. It's the life of a painter, the grit and the strain, the laughter, the learning, the pride and the pain, from pricing and burnout to jobs that go wrong. Every tale finds a rhythm, every struggle a song. New starters, old hands, voices mixing within, sharing truth like color in a freshly opened tin. They talk craft, talk care, talk the weight of the day, talk the mind and the mess, and the art in the trade. And when work feels heavy or you've hit your limit again, you'll find comfort and company in the Decorators Den. So raise your brushes and stories, let the chorus begin. You're never alone in the Decorators Den.
Hello, welcome to the Decorators Den podcast with Baz and Sean. We are proudly sponsored by Nap and Bristle Decorating Supplies. Go and visit their website at www.napandbristle.co.uk.
And we are the motherfucking official podcast of Trade Decorators. So we're still in the middle of Trade Decorators 12 Days of Christmas. I don't know if this one's going out on Monday. Potentially the Trade Decorators 12 Days of Christmas might be on its last day, or it might have finished yesterday.
I think it's day 10 today.
So there'll be two.
What we on Friday?
It might be finished.
So it'll be finished Monday, yeah.
What wonderful prizes are there. And if you haven't seen any of the prizes for the 12
Hey,
Days
there's
of
been
Christmas...
some big prizes on there as well.
Aye, some bit. I've actually been entering every draw, by the way, but I haven't won anything yet. But even if you have missed the 12 Days of Christmas, go to www.trade-decorator.co.uk, and Paula and the team over there, they do giveaways every month. And there's some, 2 months ago they gave away a Marcus Sander. Last month it was 500 quid's worth of Juno paint. So massive, massive prizes. Also, talking about massive prizes, we've got a goodie box. When we get to 300 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to give that goodie box away to one of the lucky subscribers. So we're still waiting to give that away. What number are we on, Baz? 200 and something?
208.
Decent.
Very good. Nearly there.
Do you know what? I've not actually checked it today. Yesterday it was 208. So
good. And so a few weeks back we had a technical issue. We'll not get into any details. We'll no point on any fingers. No point on any fingers. But we had James on. So this week we are joined by Dragonfly Decorating. James runs Dragonfly Decorating. He's East Sussex, is that right? I've got East Sussex wrote down.
East Sussex, yeah.
Right
down south.
My notes are weeks all, by the way. So there's so many weeks all that for the last time we recorded, James's followers, he went up 1,000 people. He's got about 8,000 followers on his social. So it's Dragonfly Decorating on TikTok, and what is it on Instagram?
I think it was Dragonfly Decorating again. Dragonfly
Decorating again. So find him on his social. And also recently, James has been nominated for a GFA, a Golden Finish Award for what is it, the Heroes Award you're up for?
Yeah, Trade Hero Award.
Trade Hero, and that I would believe is down to some of the inspirational.
I hope you win that, because
sobriety that James shares on his socials. Now, if you follow James, you'll know that how inspirational he is, following along on his sobriety journey. So obviously we'll get into that and we'll get on to some of the questions, but first just welcome, James, and how are you, mate?
All good, boys, all good. Thanks for having me back.
I was
Aye.
just about to say then, thumbs up don't really work on Spotify.
It does if we put audio description in it, we going, thumbs up. James gave thumbs up.
Thumbs up. James Young has done a thumbs up.
So
Yeah, I'm all good, boys. Thank you very much.
what kind of weeks have you had?
Busy, man.
Run up to
It's been
Christmas, innit?
absolutely. It's been absolutely carnage. Obviously, you get the late customers going, have you got time to just.
Yep.
Well, funny you should say that. I had a phone call yesterday saying, "Hey mate, can you paper a wall?" It had a chimney breast and whatever on. Can you paper a wall? I said, yeah. When do you need it doing? Before Christmas. I just put. I think I charged like $4.50
Lol.
for it.
Yeah.
Didn't get back to me like.
Nah.
I
No, fair play,
actually,
man.
I actually finished work at lunchtime on Friday, which was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and on
And
Wednesday you did fuck all, or Thursday.
Thursday. Fuck all on Thursday. Probably. Thanks for sharing that to everybody, making me seem like a lazy bastard.
He does nothing.
I just
He
fucking don't need it.
record. So what he does is he charges the customer for the month's worth of work, even though it's only one bedroom, and he'll record for 20 seconds for TikTok, and that is all he's done all day then.
That's it. That's too much. That was a week's work.
Hang on,
Oh,
and then after they editing it,
More than
that's
half a
it.
day.
He's got to edit it.
And then
So.
I get fucking 16 views and 4 likes. But
do you
I've
know
got a
what's so
question for you.
annoying? The videos that you think are going to absolutely do well, and you spend all of your time doing a
Yep.
really good edit, and they just get like 2 likes, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
come on.
And then the video where you just fucking make a quick video or just do it like that, and it's just something stupid happening, or like your fucking Henry the
Yeah.
Hoover fell like that, and
Yeah.
you get 100,000
Yeah.
fucking views in it. Innit?
Yeah.
I've got a question for you, the boss, first before we get to James's questions.
Go on.
How was your Kappa Flow satin?
Mate, really loved working with it. So basically, I was expecting it to be like Aquaguard, but it isn't.
Well, I actually thought it was very similar, but thinner.
Yeah,
Did you
a lot
spray
thinner.
it?
I don't know if you saw the video, but that finish
No.
that I did on the door was like
I
a
seen the
spray
door,
finish, and it's so easy to work with as well.
Have you tried it, James? For the
I
show?
haven't tried it yet.
Oh, mate. Pause up
Definitely
there
recommend it.
Aquaguard and Scuff X. Like, honestly, that
Is it?
level of...
Yeah.
I got a litre to try, and last week, I think I spoke about it in last week's episode, I done a living room where it was like 3 windowsills, a double door, facing and skirtings. And I thought, I'm going to... undercoated it with a Uniprime, and I thought I'm going to try that litre of paint out on it because it was ideal. The litre would have been exactly enough to finish that room. Unbelievable finish.
Yeah,
Actually,
mate,
I've got,
it really is.
like you said, I've got the litre from the trade
that's what I
show,
used. That's what I used.
Yeah.
and it's on the job now. It's
But it's
literally next to the Scuff X.
so nice
Like,
to work with as well.
Oh, mate, you're going to be so fucking impressed with that. Like, stop drinking at the cartons.
You've dialed down on the swearing. You've changed.
Fucking weirdo. There's nothing wrong with being weird, people. By the way, that's just why we speak to one another on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it.
So I
Makes
think
the world
you'll be
go round.
I think you'll be very, very impressed with that.
Yeah. So
Right.
I actually used the Aquaguard primer, but then I remembered they had the satin on the van.
Yep.
So I used the Caprol satin, but I should have nipped to the paint shop and got is it PU satin? The half primer.
The half primer.
Because my suppliers now have got the full mixing machine.
Yep.
12 grand they paid for it.
Fucking hell.
I know. But mate, it looks fucking bossed.
I think the half primer looks whiter than any other water-based undercoats. See, like, so
Yeah,
again.
it dries ping white.
See what else? I've also got a litre of the Kappa matte paint.
Yeah, I've got
The
that.
I was kind of
Capicillin.
thinking, eh?
The capicillin.
It's the same stuff, but it's a
The
matte
mat.
thingy.
I don't know what it's called, but
I'm trying to remember. But it's I'm trying to think of something that I could do in my own house with, because I want to try it out, because it's only a litre. I got it at the show as well, like, so I thought I'd maybe
Yeah.
try it here. But I don't want to do a ceiling. I think I'd rather do some woodwork with it or something.
yeah,
Mm.
Looks fucking bulletproof though.
does, doesn't it?
Like
No, the
the
Capcom
starting. I mean,
products
But
are unreal.
I did a little scratch because I did that door yesterday. I
yep.
did a little scratch test today. Wasn't going anywhere. That
Aye.
you can bang
Aye.
into that as much as you want.
Right. Quick fire questions. And I'm guessing for the very last question, I'm definitely on for a point here after what happened with the technical error. I just want to bring that up before I start with the questions here for you, James. So are you ready for the 20 quick fire questions?
And remember,
Yeah, let's
James,
go.
for the last
Yeah?
question, remember you can end this recording. Remember, he's got full control.
Okay. Painter or decorator?
Painter.
Powder or ready mix?
Ready mix.
Ladder or hop up?
Hop up.
Favourite brush?
Oh, Arrow-worthy Patriot.
How many inches?
2.
Laser, spirit level or plumb lines?
Oh, I think I was under pressure last time and I said spirit, so I'm going to go laser.
Most important thing in your lunchbox?
At the moment, it's one of the Marmite cheese bite things.
Oh, fancy. We'll come back to that. Interior or exterior?
Interior.
Oil based or water based?
Water-based.
Left handed or right handed?
Right-handed.
One tool you'd cry if you lost?
Silicon spatula.
Oh, sand by hand or whip out the sander?
Sander.
Marker or Festool?
Burka.
What's worse, runs or roller lines?
Runs.
Mask up or cut in freehand?
Mask up.
Dust sheets or fancy protection?
Fancy protection. A chisel over that.
Synthetic or pure?
Pure.
Ladders or scaffolding?
Scaffolding.
Paint with silk or strip wood chip?
Oh. Strip wood chip.
And normally they have this question, but I'm thinking for James's question, probably the easiest. Baz or Sean?
I've got to say both of you. I can't.
That both of you is a fine answer. We let guests off. We just like to put guests under the strain of that. But right,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
um,
You can't do that to me.
before we go on back to the new Arrowworthy paint, right, I want to speak about the cheese. So like I remember I used to get like a wee when I used to work for my last company. I used to get a box. It was like a square box, and in it you had crackers, you had cheddar cheese, but you had like onions in it. Has anybody ever tried that? Or it was like pickled Branston pickle maybe inside it.
Mm.
That is a top tier. I don't think I've ever tried the. Is it the same kind of thing with Marmite?
No, so they're like they come in like the same like plastic stuff as Baby Bell
Right.
in that
Oh,
mesh netting,
right,
and
right.
then they just come in a plastic and they're just Marmite cheeses, and I am
Oh,
bang
so
into my cheese.
in the mesh netting, do you get loads of different types of cheese?
No, it's just Marmite flavoured
It's just the
cheese.
one. Because see what's really nice, and if you get the one with the multiple cheeses in it, there's a cheese called Jarlsberg or Jarlsberg. It is fucking delicious.
Yeah, see, I love my extra mature cheddar, and they
Are
do
you
Mature cheddar.
Marmite flavoured.
Are you a cheese board kind of person?
No, because I hate all the other cheeses. I just like
Or
a
do you?
proper posh,
Oh no, I
crumbly,
like
extra mature cheddar
I like a proper fucking cheese board and a
with like
red
pickled
wine
onions
cheese.
and
Oh, onions, grapes,
yeah.
s- salt, sea salt crackers, blue cheese, brie. Oh, I'm salivating. No wonder I've got
Do you know
fucking
what? I've
bad
never
gut
actually
tonight.
tried blue cheese.
You never know.
No,
What is it?
No.
I just like cheddar. I hate all the other, the brie, the Stilton. I hate all of
I
the
was
rest.
hoping it was a bit
Why?
of a
Why you're
connoisseur.
on about food? Look at that for the burger.
Is that in a
It looks
bagel?
Yeah,
in it.
That looks peng.
with bacon.
Oh, a
Mmm.
bacon cheeseburger. That's an elite, isn't it?
Yeah,
A bacon bagel cheeseburger
with
a,
barbecue sauce.
with barbecue sauce. There's
I
too
don't
many
have
bees in
salad
that.
on it, like, but
What else? Oh, the Arrowworthy Patriots. So they're the new brushes. They're very similar
Oh
to
mate,
the first edition Paint Warriors, aren't they? Like
yeah,
shape
they
wise.
are.
What do you think?
I like a handful of brushes, but they are. I've got to say, you got to give credit where it's due, and that is a
Yep.
what is that one?
fantastic brush.
The most recent red,
Arrowworthy
white, and blue
Patriot.
one.
The Patriot, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
the
Yeah.
they're my go-to at the
mate,
minute.
so good.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
so good.
really
Oh, the
good.
bacon. Aye, so endorsed because I like you say there's a lot of fucking decent brushes out there. Um, like and I own maybe 90% of them.
Do
For
you
a
know
fucking
what?
total.
Speaking of
Mm.
Arrowworthy, I got that finished with the door, with the little Arrowworthy sleeves.
Yeah.
I used them. So I
Mate,
think
that's what I've done.
that's
My
also
kitchen
helped.
that I've just finished.
Oh, I seen you were doing that.
That was with an Arrowworthy short pile microfiber roller,
Mm.
and the finish is so
Brilliant.
good.
Are you finished that kitchen? You were doing a hand painted kitchen. Are you totally done?
Totally done now. Yeah.
What were you using to was it what was it all
So I
coat or
tinted. No, I tinted Capro half primer into the Ball scallop,
yep.
and then got Scuff X for the top coat in scallop.
And do you put on anything over the top like a glaze over the top coat or are you trusting that just to be bulletproof?
Just trusting that to be bulletproof. If it was for any, because it's for my parents,
Right.
and they're not gonna, swing a cat in there or, do you know what I mean? Like smash
Plus
the
you can
cupboards up. They're literally.
plus a good acid test for you because if something goes wrong with it, it's your mum and dad, so it could get damaged and you can come back and check what the damage is like. Eh?
Mm,
Yeah.
And touch it up, maintain it, and you'll be able to see. Whereas if it's for a paying customer, not that your dad's no paying you or whatever, but if it's for a paying customer, you're less likely to be able to come back, or they're less likely to maybe say to you, "Oh, it's getting scuffed during the
yeah, and
handle."
it just there's just a lot of love in the prep. Like it was sanded
Most important
so many
part in it.
times
Do all
from
your prep.
240 to 400,
It's
and
not gonna
then
fail, is it?
cleaning down with Pretty Boy in between coats. Like it was
Right.
a lot of love and time went into it.
I make sure it was right. What's got to say? I laughed at your video with your dad with the AI.
Oh, mate, that was bloody brilliant.
And on it had me. It
But
was
that
just the
was,
right.
again, it was one of them videos, and you think that's perfect for TikTok. Like,
Yep.
that's a perfect video that's going to go.
I
Not
viral.
that it's all about the views and that, but his reaction was just fucking hilarious.
I wasn't. What was it? You bastard! He came in and he's
Oh,
swearing at you,
mate,
and he's watching
he
it.
said a lot. He said a lot. But he's obsessed with Chat GBT.
Right.
So like whatever he needs to find out, or he goes, "Oh, ask Chat GBT." So it's kind of a, "Yeah, mate, this is Chat GBT. So have some of that."
Because so for anybody that didn't see the video, firstly go on to watch James's TikTok or Instagram and boost the views up for him. and obviously
Do
we
you know
don't
what?
understand how it never
I'll
went
do it
viral.
after we stop recording because I've not seen it.
But so basically, what he did
Oh
for people
mate.
when he seen it was he used a filter and he used AI to make it look like the ceiling had broke open, and got his dad's reaction, and his dad's reaction is dynamite. It's funny as fuck. It was brilliant. Like
Oh Baz, mate,
it was
you would
gold.
love it. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right up my avenue. That I love stuff like that.
Yeah, and I was laughing so much, like, and he hasn't even got back yet, and I was just like, it's gonna proper get him, like, it's
Yeah,
gonna
and
really get him.
And then it ends in a wholesome moment too, because he gives you a hug after it. Hence, he
Yeah,
that
because he's
that's
it was just
that's just
brilliant
relief. That is like, oh, thank
takes
God.
it in chest. Oh, it's
because
so
it's
realistic.
like
Eh?
because like, obviously with what we've been through and stuff, like we lost the relationship, and
Right.
it was kind of like, and now we're like little jokes and stuff like that, like it's just proper
Best
wholesome
buds.
for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like he's got his son back, sort of thing. So it was
I'm
it was
sure it's
brilliant,
nice.
mate. It was really, really good.
I'm sure it's nice for him as well to see you being you rather than
Yeah,
who
because
you
he
was. Do
hasn't
you know what I mean?
seen.
Just probably just sat at
Yeah,
home and
he hasn't seen like he's seen me grow up, but in just a horrible like way. He hasn't seen me grown up into a man that he thought I would be. He's
yeah, yeah,
literally like he's had to. This last year is only when he's seen me since I was like 14, 15.
But
The
sometimes I
rest
think
was
like
like,
you need to go through a bit of shit in your life to become the person that you turn out to be. So
yeah.
although
I
like
agree with
oh,
that.
100%. Yeah,
although
100%.
you think, oh, you turned out to be this person that you are now, that if you hadn't went through some of that shit and stuff that we'll cover probably here in the podcast, you wouldn't be sitting here and wouldn't have be the same type of person, if that makes sense. So aye, it's
Yeah,
testament to yourself taken.
I think everyone has their road, and they've unfortunately that's the only road they've got to go down.
Aye, and I wonder if like you gave obviously I've spoke about stuff in the podcast myself. Like I honestly think if I was to be given the chance to go back say 20 year, would I make the same mistakes again? Because I'm proud of myself for everything that I've achieved now.
Now, yeah, yeah,
There's been mistakes I've made in the past where I've been like, why the fuck did I do that? But I wonder if I was given the opportunity again, would I just make the same mistakes again? Because I think that the way
well,
I've turned out isn't that bad.
well,
Yeah,
not even would you make the same mistakes again. Even if you don't do them mistakes, who would you turn out to be now?
Exactly, I feel like you'd be
that's what I
totally
mean. I
different.
feel like every mistake or every, it could be different for some people, but there's
Yeah,
going to be
Yeah,
something that they're not going to be happy with what
yeah,
they've done.
aye,
yeah.
exactly,
There's always
hundred
going to be
percent.
that something that you know. If you ask every person on this planet if you could go back, would you? They'll probably go yeah or no, but they'll if they
There's
say
only two
yeah, they'll
options,
make the
James.
same. Yeah,
Aye.
yeah, but they'll only make the same
I know.
mistakes again because it's gelled them into that new person
Yeah,
or
yeah,
And
what
then
they are
and
now.
the other side of that, looking like forward to what's coming up, it just kind of tells me that see if an opportunity comes to you in your way, or you want to get away. Like for example, me and Natalie booked a holiday to Berlin, right? And there's a Michelin star restaurant that I want to go into in Berlin, and it was 120 quid, 120 euros per head for a 6 course taster menu, right? Or 200 quid, 200 euros per head for an 8 course taster menu. And Natalie's no a big eater, but I'm a massive foodie, right? And I says to her, well, just book the 120 euros each, so it'd be 240 euros. And then I sucked for 5 minutes, and I was like, nah, fuck it, book the 400 euro one each, for the two of us, because I thought I'm probably going to Berlin one time in my life.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
And what's the point? What's the point in for the sake of 160 euros? I don't know if my math checks out there. 160 euros, no going for the full experience. I mean, you only live once, so what's
yeah.
the point in regret going doing the smaller 6 course and then not the rest of my life, but coming away thinking, oh, I wish I had paid that extra €160 to
Yeah,
do the full
and
experience
the
again.
money that you would probably think you'll save, you'll spend it doing another thing
On
anyway.
shit,
Or
like
spend
you
it
would.
on absolute shit, more
Yeah,
paintbrushes. Exactly. And you can always earn more money. Money's fucking money.
yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
money's
comes and goes, man.
yeah,
Exactly. If I spend all my money, it's easy. You just go out and fucking earn more, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, we'll get into some fucking questions then, Baz.
Question number one. So,
50-50.
Good
yeah,
boy.
give us a quick snapshot of your early life. Who was James before work?
Oh, an absolute wreckhead.
Are you
Um,
keep your mouth shut?
what from a young age or?
From
Yeah,
whenever
just
you want,
yeah, as early as you want to go.
as
Your
early as you
teen
feel
years,
comfortable,
your adolescent years, whatever.
whatever you want to tell us, mate.
Um, well, yeah. For all the listeners, obviously, I grew up
When
in a
I
bit
was
of a
5, I was a good boy.
yeah. When I so literally, yeah, from a young age, I lost my mum at a young age. Very traumatic. Living in
Yeah,
an alcoholic parent world. Um, Growing up, I had everything but not emotion.
Yeah,
So I was navigating my early years, didn't know about my emotions, or I just was carrying a burden from when my mum died. Um, and then just turned and found alcohol
yeah.
uh, a bit of an escape for me through my early teens into my 20s, and yeah, now I'm 2 months away from being a year completely clean and sober. So
well,
Congratulations, well done
absolutely
with that,
smashed
mate.
it.
And
And
by
what you've
the
been
way,
doing online as well is fucking
I know
class.
I just want to say to you, for anybody that's interested in, obviously me and Baz, we don't want to be the place that we want to keep it all light, and obviously it's important to touch on some of the stuff. But if you do want to hear James's story, there's a podcast called The Talking Tradesman, and James's episode is absolutely harrowing. Like,
Yeah,
and it's amazing how he can sit there so strong, come out the other side of addiction. So if you want to watch that episode, it'll break your heart, by the way. But honestly, get over to Ross's podcast and watch James's episode on it. Not to endorse on it. Obviously, watch us say, but
yeah,
not
yeah,
to endorse any other podcast. But it's like I particularly watch the painting episodes on the
yeah,
Talking
yeah.
Tradesman
yeah,
podcast, like the painters. But your episode, mate, was heartbreaking but inspiring and like totally amazing. By the way.
Just a proper
it's just
emotional roller
raw.
coaster.
Aye,
It's just raw and
and
honest.
And do you know
yeah,
what as well? Like, because I watched your episode and there was a lot of things you were saying that I could relate to. Because, like I've said
Mm,
before, like my mum died when I was about 5.
yeah,
mm,
So when you were talking about the way you were coping and stuff, that resonated with me. Like I didn't really know how to deal with my emotions. I didn't know anything. I was 5.
no,
Do you know what I mean? Um,
yeah,
like when I when I was younger, um, there was a youth club, and I forget what game we were playing, but half of us were sat down waiting for our turn, and I booted this kid in the head for literally no reason whatsoever. I mean, it's funny to think about now, but like, it was just like, right, you need anger management, and it was just like,
mate. It's exactly what I done. I kicked someone in the head
but there
for
was no
nothing.
there was no reason why I did it. Like, it didn't piss me off. Nothing happened. It was
Yeah,
just like an instinct kind of thing. I just needed to let something
mm,
out, and I just booted this kid in the head, and I was just like, what the
yeah.
fuck. But no,
Because
again, I
when I
didn't know
was in
how to manage anything. Like,
nah, and I think it's like I don't obviously this everyone knows or they will know my story, but this is you know, I like to talk about the now and stuff like that. But
Yep.
obviously, just going of what you're talking about, like I carried a lot of anger, and
Yeah.
I can remember one of my mates come up to me at school and said, "Ah, the bully in our year, he just pushed him into the locker," and I just went up to him and just twatted him in the head
Yeah.
without any
See,
like communication. I just saw red, and that was me dealing with my emotions, was just getting to
I
fights
was like
or
that where I didn't really have emotions. I didn't have that like scared emotion or kind of
mm,
fear or anything like that. Like there was a guy in our school, and he was like he had the body of like a 25-year-old. Like he was ripped, like proper jacked. And again, I wasn't scared of him, and he was like threatening me, and I was like, right, well, come on then. And then he kind of like backed off and was like, I respect you for actually standing up for like to me and da 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 da. And then he kept trying to be
yeah,
pally, and I was just having none of it. But he's in prison now for murder.
Fucking hell.
So
bloody
like,
hell.
do you know what I mean? Like it just goes to show like it could have been me. Like,
Yeah,
but I think he's been away now about 10 years. Like he's been in
I
prison
think
now for
maybe
about
like
10 years.
obviously I've no had any trauma at a young age or nothing like that anyway, but I think it just shows you that when you've lost something like a parent, then you don't care as much about losing anything else. So if you're going to lose a fight or lose a couple of teeth, you don't give a fuck
Yeah,
really, do you?
yeah,
You're just going to be like, you're going to lose your head. That's what the only thing you're going to lose because you don't, you're juggling the emotions in it.
yeah. Well, it's like
You're no dealing with.
you you don't feel any emotion is the problem.
Yeah.
So you're not like um it's not even like subconscious. It's like you ignore it. Like it's like someone
yeah,
going like that to you, and you don't even know. You're just blindfolded,
yeah,
and it's not even conscious at all in your
And
mind.
like
yeah,
from my perspective about the two of you, right? And this might be cut out, and we'll maybe no edit if you didn't agree. Like, but right from my perspective of the two of you, you both been through trauma, right? But you're so different
Yeah,
because James, you're quite open with your emotions, and Baz, you're quite
yeah.
like
Now I
and
am. I
now
was
and Baz, you're no really so like I've seen this. I'm not going to tell what we spoke about, but we were in
yeah,
a Zoom call, if you remember right, and somebody was telling us about something traumatic that had happened to a person
just
in
gonna
their
turn
life.
the
We did
heater
try
on.
to get on the more details, right? And I remember this person telling but us like about this traumatic thing, totally privately, by the way.
yeah, yeah,
And in the middle of saying it, Baz said, "Oh, your audio sounds a bit echoey." Can't I mean? And there was like no emotion. It's like I'm
yeah.
not. I didn't
Like
mean it as a slap. It's like
no, no. So
maybe
what it is like I like I can. What is that like? Where you feel bad for someone?
empathy.
I can empathize and stuff,
Yep.
but the emotion isn't there. Like I know how to
Mm,
empathize, but I don't really feel anything for them.
Or
Do you know what I
you
mean?
don't know how to deal with somebody else.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
was
Like
to
but
break
so when
down
someone's
crying,
saying something so deep like that, it's like
aye, I got
yeah,
that. It was like he wanted to alter away from the subject. He
yeah,
wanted to steer clear. It whereas I think James, you're a bit more like if somebody's going through something, you can obviously bring yourself onto their level.
yeah,
Okay, so it's just you are obviously been something through similar, and you are similar loads of ways. You're both successful in your businesses or whatever, but you are different in a way too.
yeah, yeah,
You're both different. I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. No,
yeah,
I think it wasn't that long ago we was on about that though, innit? Where you can let your past drag you down, and you can keep using it as an excuse and did it, but that's literally all it is an excuse. All that is going to do is drag you down, and you'll never do anything in your
yeah. I mean,
life.
I think the last year or two, obviously from last December, I just done everything out of my comfort zone. Where for years I would be sitting there in silence, knowing I wasn't right, but I couldn't get it out, and I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
how to. So the
yeah.
last year, I've just been doing it in a camera to kind of show people it's all
And
right to
help
not be
people,
all
by the
right.
way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How many people are you helped by speaking out? By Kim? I mean, that's the big thing. What you should be thinking.
honestly, I speak to so many people, and I'm not going to name any names, but even in the
No,
painting community,
Yeah,
that you wouldn't even think, and you're like, and they can. It's not that I'm this superhero or I want all the sympathy, but I'm showing them it's all right to talk about
yeah.
stuff. Like,
yep, yep,
it's
100%.
all right. It's all
Because
right. Like,
I can imagine what kind of messages you get, because I've seen, me and Sean only did like one episode about addiction,
Addictions and stuff.
and we only touched
mm,
on the subject. We didn't do a full episode, we only touched on it.
mm,
And even me and Sean had a few messages talking
Yep.
about it. So I can
I,
imagine what kind of messages you get. Do you know what I
I
mean?
especially somebody that's sharing
yeah.
their
Yeah,
journey through it and the
Well,
ups
it's
and downs.
like
And
I don't know if you saw that TikTok live that I done with Mikey Banks,
I did. Yep.
and
I
then
don't think I
honestly, in the
did.
comment section, like, it was just even people struggling, like, now,
Yeah,
like, this
currently in
bloke
that
come on, and he
situation.
was he was like 3 days sober, and you could see he was so scared, and like he didn't know how to talk, or but he messaged me the morning after, and he said, mate, that really really helped me. And I don't know, you just even a message or just a bit of a check in, like, it goes a long
I
way, man.
just
Yeah,
go, I because I tend to find like with him such a good community in WhatsApp and all this stuff that see when somebody's being quiet, it's nice to maybe ping them a
Yeah.
message and just say like, I noticed you've been a wee bit quiet recently. Is everything
Mm,
okay? And 99 times out of 10, they message back saying, "Oh, sorry, mate, I'm just snowed under with work.
yeah,
That's why I ain't been
yeah.
commenting. But thanks for checking in." And same if we're being a
Yeah.
bit quiet
yeah,
or Baz has been a bit quiet today, I'll message saying, "Are you okay?" Or I thought you're a bit quiet today, and Baz will do the same for me. Ken, and it's
yeah,
just like
Yeah.
nice to think that we are meant to be brothers in the trade, like brothers and sisters
yeah,
in the trade, like, and it's nice to get hey somebody to hear your back, kind of.
yeah.
And even though you might,
Especially
everybody
when
has a
you've
down
gone,
day.
especially when you've gone so long not being checked on. Like
Yep,
Yeah, well, do you
until
know
like the
what's
social
like?
media
I've
side,
got,
and we've all got to know each other and stuff. But
yeah,
obviously,
like the group.
no one really checks
Like,
on you, do they? Really, it's just
nah, like, I've got close pals that I grew up with that I don't hear from at all. And
same,
like, I've
same, mate.
met, we've met once or twice, and we talk every day.
yeah.
Yep,
See,
exactly.
my brother, he watches this podcast actually. My brother, we don't talk all the time. We can go like weeks without talking, but
Mm,
he'll still send a message, whether it's like one of the kids' birthdays, whether it's just seeing how I am. He'll just go, "Are you all right? How's things?" Da 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 da. But
Yep,
then like he can do that, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm just da 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 da," and then we can not talk for ages. Do you know what I mean? But everything's just
mm,
no like that. That's just normal. Do you know what I mean?
but in
yeah.
it a wee bit sad that like we've got all these people on the internet that were fun through the internet, right? We're fun through TikTok and Instagram. We're our
Yeah,
mates through that, right? But yet we've got mates that we've grew up with since for the last 20, 25 years that don't check in this, that probably speak about us saying, look at that silly cunt talking
Yeah.
on his TikTok, or look at
yeah,
him making a stupid video that are talking behind our backs, but
yeah,
yet, and they're no supporting us, that they've been mates for 30 years, but yet we've got mates that like we barely speak to, or we speak to through WhatsApp or whatever, and we've known them for maybe 8 months, 9 months, whatever, maybe longer, some shorter, and they're the ones that are supporting us. They're commenting on our TikTok saying,
yeah,
"What a job, mate! That's awesome." Or
yeah,
messaging you with TikTok or Instagram saying, "How are you, mate? Are you okay? You've been quiet." Ken, it's sad that our proper mates, will
yeah,
use that term lightly, don't probably talk behind their backs, but the mates that we've just kind of formed seem to be supporting us. And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah. It's like, why you're on about that. So my best mate was like that until this year. So it was always me messaging first, and it was always
Yeah,
and until I don't think I spoke to him for about 3 or 4 months, and then I think he got the hint. If I don't message him, we don't talk.
because the
Yeah.
phone works both
So
ways.
until this year, so every now and I'd say every 2 weeks or something, he'll go, how's life, how's the family, how's work, da 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 da. But
Yeah.
I think some people just need that reality check where it's like, well, shit, it's actually been ages
Yeah.
since I last spoke to my best
So
mate. Do you know what I
there's the thing.
mean?
There's the thing. We're 3 days away for Christmas when this comes out, or 4 days. 3 days away for Christmas. You're sitting there at home right now with your phone in your hand. You're either watching the podcast on your phone, you're listening on your radio, or you're watching it on TV. But your phone's on you. Take your phone, pick a couple of mates, send them a message just saying, "How you getting on, mate? Are you all right, mate? What's
Yeah.
what's happening?" Just take this wee
Do you know
minute,
what?
send your mate a
People,
message.
even the people you've met online,
Aye,
if you don't even have that many real life friends who obviously you grew up with and stuff, people you've formed a friendship with online, give them a message.
and if you're a
It
decorator,
takes 5 seconds. You know what I mean?
exactly. And if you're a decorator and you've no got, if like we're all three of us work by ourselves, we're self-employed, like, and you don't have much of social life outside work compared to customers. If you're a decorator in that situation, send one of the three of us a message. We'll get you into the WhatsApp group. Or 2 seconds. Okay. Right,
Sean's running toilet quick.
no, it was
No,
my daughter's.
what? Right, we've just edited that bit out. He's been gone 20 minutes.
I'm just back. T-shirt all it is and stuff. Uh,
Anyway, that was a
also,
very long question one, that one. Question
no,
two for
Yeah.
you,
Sorry.
James. No, it's
no.
alright. Me and Sean like it, like, where one question just forms a proper conversation. Because
Yeah,
it's natural, in it. It's,
yeah.
but yeah, so you told us before you didn't go straight into decorating. You was a chef. How did you get into chefing?
Um, I got kicked out of college quite early on, and I just got a little pot washing, dishwashing, washing up job, and then it was in a carvery, and then I got taught how to like put the veg in the steamer, and then I don't know, I just fell in love with that. But then I was only 16 at the time, or 17, and then obviously that's when I was quite I was drinking quite a lot, to be fair, like weekends, not really
Yeah,
thinking anything of it, and then it'd be like the student night out during like the week, and obviously when you finish your shift, they all stay for a beer, and I don't know, I was always like a kid in a toy shop, like I couldn't just have one.
Yeah.
It would always
we,
be I'll stay
me and
there
Sean
until
was
I'm
on about that
absolutely
before.
But
blasted.
we actually spoke about that earlier on the phone out of this podcast. That my mate, I've been at home since lunchtime today, and my mate messaged me randomly after what we were talking about last. Two of my mates actually messaged me separately asking if I was about to go for a pint tonight because I'd put on my Snapchat story, finished for 2025, and a couple of my mates had messaged, "Do you want to go for a pint?" And I had a message back saying, "I can't because I've got this podcast to do tonight." And basically, the
Mm,
way I am, I could have said, "Oh, we'll go down to the pub and we'll have a couple of pints," but I need to be back home for like 6:30, 7 o'clock. But mate, I wouldn't have come home.
Yeah,
nah,
I'd have been messaging saying I'll put it off, or I would have come back home and I would have hardly been able to speak because I've got no shut off limit,
yeah.
and it would have
See,
literally been like, see how many pints I can crash into me in 4 hours,
yeah,
and I would have come up here
yeah,
and spoke a lot of shite and regretted watching the podcast. So no,
yeah.
I don't hear that. Probably like yourself, James. I don't hear that stop button. I'm going out for
yeah.
a
I think
pint.
the thing that as soon as I have a sip, it's like what I've got in front of me or at home or whatever, that just goes straight to the back of the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I'm on the train now. I'm getting
Yeah, because me and
Battered.
Sean got into the conversation because I was on about for every 1st of December till the 1st of Jan, I drink every night, and then the 1st of Jan I just stop, and then it's
Mm.
social drinks I have then, like throughout the year. But this year I haven't done
But
it.
do you have just a drink a night or a
No,
couple?
I'll have a few like. But
Yeah.
if I'm out socialising, like at for example Coventry, I had a few there where
Yeah.
I should have only had one or two, but I had a bit more than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I can't say why, just in case, but
No.
I should have only had one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
I don't know if you've
like
seen
Sean was
me and
saying, you just think, oh, like I've got 2 hours. I'll have another drink, and then that goes down
yeah,
too
yeah,
quick, and
yeah,
you go, oh fuck it, I've got time for another, and then
yeah. It just goes, doesn't it? But I don't know if you've
yeah,
seen me and Brian from Pretty Boy are doing
Yeah.
a
yeah, I
dry
saw
January,
that, yeah,
Dry January thing together, aye.
and
yeah,
there's
no, it's
mate, there's
good
been
that,
quite a few people that are jumping in it.
See,
But
I done my year sobriety last. I did it from December the 1st to December the 1st, so I'm just finished it like 18 days ago, right? And but I've got like a party in January, but I don't feel like I'm going to allow my drinking to get back to the way I was before I did it.
yeah,
So obviously, I think
yeah,
the festive it's a wee bit different. It's quite easy to come in here, a couple of drinks,
yeah,
but then I'm gonna try and I'm not gonna do dry January because I've got a party on like the 3rd of January, like a 40th birthday party. But I'm gonna like get rid of that party and then I'm gonna start doing my walking again. I like
yeah.
walking and it really clears my head. Like so, I'm gonna start doing that and try and
mm,
I
drink on
know.
special occasions.
I need to start running again because I enjoy
Uh,
it, but I've just not done it for about 2 or 3 months.
I
Like I
think
just,
exercise and that's so important in it.
it really is, yeah.
So
yeah.
how did you get into your decorating? So obviously you went to the chef and you started hitting the drink a wee bit. So how did
Yeah,
that
and then
evolve into decorating?
I moved to Portsmouth when I was like 20. That's when I was getting quite good at the cooking, and then I went and worked in Jamie Oliver's Italian in Portsmouth because I moved to Portsmouth with my friends, and then I was there for about 4 or 5 years, um, living the absolute dream of a full time worker but student. And then kind of got quite bad, and then Jake from the painting company, he put a thing on his, because we've been mates since we were like 11, 12,
Yep.
Yeah,
Shout out Jake,
and
by the way.
then obviously I moved to Portsmouth, and then we didn't fall out, we distant just
yeah,
distant ourselves, and then I moved back to our hometown, and I was living with my sister at the time, and he put a Facebook status up saying, I need anyone want to learn painting and decorating, I need an apprentice, and then that was that.
And
He taught me.
what was it like the early days learning the ropes of being a decorator with Jake? Because obviously we're planning to hit Jake on at some point as well. But what was that like working with a mate and he and
It
his
was
issues
brilliant.
obviously?
Yeah, it
Yep.
was class. Um, it was good, and obviously I didn't know anything.
Yep.
So it, we had our disagreements, and we've fallen out a couple of times, but he taught me everything I know now. So I owe him a lot, to be honest.
He's a lovely bloke, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's an absolute
And
legend.
you any funny stories for when you were learning first time with Jake? Obviously, any random things that happened.
Literally, like my first. I'm pretty sure it was my very first day. To be fair, he it was all just white and white. So I was just painting the ceiling, and I had a little scuttle on a step ladder. He said, "Whatever you
Yep.
do, don't lift it from the back end, otherwise it will close." And the first thing I done when I got off the ladder was lifted that thing, and it just fucking went.
yeah,
It went everywhere, all over his battery. It was
The
all over
thing,
his drill, battery
I'm
charging.
laughing because that's something I would have done when when I was learning.
And I was just
Do
like,
not do that. All
shit.
right.
Yeah, literally. He might, yeah, the only thing he said, do not do, and I've done it straight away.
When me and Scott that worked together, my dad used to call me and Scott Dumb and Dumber. By the way, okay, we were brain dead, like we're both the same age. But I drove, Scott didn't drive, but Scott had been decorating for a couple of years before I went into decorating with my dad, right?
Is
And
that your mate, Scott?
aye,
Yeah.
boy that worked, we both learnt with my dad, right?
Yeah.
And we got to this house at the top of Newton Stewart, the village that I live in now, and he said, go up the stair and undercoat, gloss the skirtings, right? Oh, he told me to go and gloss the skirtings. So I went up the stair, and of course I just lifted the first tin of paint. I didn't read it or fuck all.
Yeah.
Went round all the skirtings up the stair. There's no carpets in the house, it's a new build, so I went round and I'm undercoating all the, glossing all the skirtings, glossing. And came back down the stair and I was like, that's me done. And so Scott came up the stair to check what I'd been doing, and he's like, they're not very shiny. He was like, where's the tin of paint you were using? So I brought him this 5 litre of paint, oil based undercoat, wasn't it? So my dad had left or two dumb and dumber at this job all day. And so he was like, oh, he started to panic because he'd been doing it for a couple of years and was meant to be checking what I was doing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh shit. So doing it at the paint room and he's like, there's no gloss here. You'll have to drive to your dad's garage in Wigtown and get a tin of gloss and come back and start doing it. And we'll just take to like try and get it done really fast so your dad doesn't complain. So I drove to Wigtown, no gloss. I don't know if my dad knows this, by the way, which is a podcast too. So by the time I got back, 7 mile and another 7 mile back, by the time I got back, Scott Gans, mate, I found the gloss. So by this
Oh
point,
my
it was
fuck.
like rushing round trying to gloss these skirtings up the stair
Yeah,
before
innit?
my dad, on top of oil-based undercoat that
Yeah.
wasn't by the way. So that house in Newton Stewart, my friend ended up moving into it like years and years later. And I remember saying to my mate, I was like, literally, your skirtings up the stair in your bedroom and up the upstairs of this house will be absolutely bulletproof because they've had literally like they've been primed, undercoated again, and then went over them with gloss in the same day. Like, so this shows you like total dumb and dumber for a reason.
Like, oh,
Fucking,
absolutely.
eh. So you said about your fallout. So what happened? Like, what? How did that change your path? So you don't need to get into the details of the fallout, obviously, but like, so you had a fallout. What happened for then?
Um, we just went separate ways. Obviously, from my addiction side, you know, put him under a lot of pressure. He's got a family, he's got a business to run. He can't be holding my hand, and as much as he wanted to, and he would do absolutely everything for me, but it was I had to go and really figure out who I was
And I think
for us.
I think somebody can't. If you don't want to help yourself, you can't be helped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so hard. You just need to. That's why I went ghost, and I lost everything.
Yeah,
And then I just at the time when we fell out, I was still with my partner and with my son, and I just thought, right, I'm just gonna go on my own, set the business up that didn't really. I was still in active addiction, so I didn't give it my all. It was only this year I've really properly gone head over heels for it. And then I was just subcontracting off other companies and just trying to get some money in, but obviously still in and out of active addiction and just really trying to find my purpose.
you really then just working to feed your addiction more than anything else, aren't you? You're not working for
Yeah,
the
and then
benefit of yourself.
I was working so hard, getting good money, but losing it all, and then it was just a horrible cycle until last November. I proper hit the lowest of the lows, and then that's when I just started journaling my recovery, and then things just, I don't know, things just got better. And then that's when I just, like I said, this year, just went all balls deep in my business, basically.
Yeah. So what?
And I
What?
think maybe you need to hit the lowest to be able to. You need to hit the lowest point, like literally the lowest to the low, to be able to get yourself back out to know to make the
Well,
change, didn't you?
it's the best, it's the best form of something to build on. You can't get any lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Do you
What
know what I mean?
Read the comedian Lemmy's book. Lemmy, Scottish comedian, Twitch streamer, and that right. And he was literally walking along the banks of the Clyde. It's a river in Glasgow. On the way to kill himself, he was going to jump into the Clyde, and he said that like hypersensitivity kind of way, or like he was noticing the trees blowing in the wind and the birds chirping more than ever. And he was an alcoholic, and he was literally on his way to kill himself, and he sat on a bench ready to do it, and it was like something changed within him, like at his lowest ebb. And I think he's 20 years sober, by the way. Ken, so
Yeah,
he got
you get like a turn back moment.
like an epiphany, basically.
Yeah.
Aye, so just shows
So
shit can be done.
what led you and Jake to reconcile?
I think we always deep down we knew we had to sort something out.
Yeah.
I think it was the right time, maybe.
Yeah.
Because obviously, let's be honest, everyone knows everyone in a town, and you get word of mouth, and he's doing this, he's doing that.
Yep,
And I felt like he knew that I was in a good place, and he just was. You could. I know him. He knows me. It got to a point where, and obviously with Russ, the Talking Tradesman podcast, it was it was not that I wanted the whole podcast to be about. I hope it found him. It was
Yeah.
this is my best opportunity to tell him without an argument where I stand,
yep.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
my apology to him and his family, and where I'm at now, and
What would you What would you say it taught you?
people can change. What's that?
What would you say it taught you making up with him again now?
You can really get out of anything. You can turn your life around, and you can be at the lowest of the lows and still find a way to make things right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Um, but it's just time.
I know when you're close with someone and you fall out, it's obviously it's hard to put into words. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it was
I
like
fell out
this
with
is
my
gonna.
best mate before, and you
Yeah,
both kind of just being stubborn, and you don't know how to
yeah,
get your thingy.
yeah,
Like you want to say, can we please talk? Can we? But then you don't know how to say it. You don't want to just
yeah.
look.
And it feels like a bit of a breakup with a
Yeah,
fucking girlfriend.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
yeah.
And
No, I
I think
completely agree with that.
almost like as much as obviously your sobriety journey and stuff like that, that's the things that'll be harder for somebody that's going through sobriety or going through a change, because a lot of times when you fall out with one of your mates, you bump into them again in a pub 6 months later,
Yeah,
and that's where you hear
Yeah.
that connection again. But if you're going through this sober journey, and Jake probably isn't much, he'll drink, but he's not going to bump into you in a pub.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because you're
Nah,
not really going to
but
be in a pub
he's seen he's pulled me out of a lot
a
of
lot of
shit
shit. Yeah,
gutters.
yeah,
Um, and it must have been brutal. Like if on a Friday, if it's payday, you know for a fact that he ain't coming in Monday.
yeah,
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 Do you know what I mean? And as a businessman, you can't keep wiping asses
no,
and he done everything. He did do everything for me regarding because I didn't really have a relationship with my dad, so he kind of took on a
a
father
father
figure,
figure.
father
brother
role. Yeah,
figure.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And it was difficult because I was having to lie to feed
your addiction.
addictions to,
Yeah.
Aye, I
and
mean,
it was just
we've
it was
all
just
seen it.
horrible.
Somebody saying, "Oh, you couldn't give me 100 quid till I get my it's my sister's birthday. You couldn't give me like 100 quid." And
Yeah, mate. There was
and
loads of
Jake,
stuff.
by the way, Jake knows that 100 quid's go for
Literally.
your
Yeah.
sister's birthday. But when you're in the middle of a drinking addiction or any other types of addiction, you know that you think that lie when it comes out your mouth is everybody's believing it, but
Yeah.
it's not.
In it.
You're like, oh, can I get 50 quid tonight? I've got no money in my meter, my electric meter,
Yeah. It's
and
like,
in
oh,
my head
Yeah.
can I
and in
can I
my head
lend
I'm
50
thinking,
can I lend 50 quid till I get paid tomorrow? How about you just got bed early? Go to sleep
ah.
now, and when you
Yeah.
wake up, you'll have your
Yeah.
50
But the,
quid.
the thing is, I've been in Jake's position too with mates, and when it is your mate, you do feel sorry for them and you want to give them a
Yeah.
50 quid, but you know, giving them that 50 quid, they're not going to be waiting at 8 o'clock to get picked up the next day.
No.
Ken, so it is so
Yeah.
catch-22. You feel bad for your mate, you want to give them the money, but you hand them that 50 quid, they're fucking on they're on the
And
blitz or
it would always be, if it's from Jake or my family, it would either be, can I have £40, £80, or £100?
Yeah.
That would be it.
And
yeah.
And then you
they know
think, well,
exactly
what?
what it's going to as well,
Aye,
and
they're
it's
no
They know
like,
daft.
exactly what it's for.
Aye, but you've got all the excuses under the sun.
so
So out of
where did
that,
the name?
Dragonfly Decorating was born. Where did the name come from, and what does it stand for to you?
The name, I sadly lost my eldest sister about 6, 7 years ago, and she was obsessed with dragonflies. Um, Same as my mum, to be fair, but more so my sister Jackie. And ever since I've been painting, she's always gone, "You need to create dragonfly decorating. You
Yeah.
need to do it." And then obviously I was with Jake at the time, and I've always wanted to do it, but it's kind of like, well, I'm working for him. It's a bit. I felt it was a bit taking a piss if I leave and go and do my own thing.
Yeah. Do you
And
know what? I
then
kind of felt like that when, sure, sure, might have actually been working with his dad, where you feel like you want more, you want to go and set up, but then you think, I've took the piss a bit because they've taught me everything I know. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Just disclaimer here. As soon as I finished my skills, as soon as I finished my 4 year apprenticeship with my dad, I fucked off.
yeah.
And
So,
so,
do you know
so
what? I'm waiting for the day. So, I put a post on Facebook in about, I think it was about 2014, and I've written a status of like my list of goals that I want in life, and it was like by 20 summer I want to have my own business, by 2016 or whenever it was I want to be driving, I want to be, and obviously it came up a while about 3 years ago, and I can't remember what date it was when it came up, but I've been waiting for it to fucking come up again. But I don't check memories enough to fucking. But I want to
uh,
screen grab it and just show you that, like, if you have a target in mind and you actually work towards your goals,
you
do you know,
can manifest it.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And,
mate,
and
Yeah, that would be,
manifestation is real.
yeah,
and goal setting too, by the way,
yeah,
setting yourself wee
definitely,
goals. It doesn't need to be anything big, by the way. Oh, I want to mulch in this ceiling before lunch. Goal setting's
Yeah,
great for you.
yeah,
Can I mean, it
yeah,
might be some it's like we type. It'll be the same with your sobriety. Or can I make this week without drinking a beer? I've done a week. Can I do a month? I've done a month. Can I do 6 months? And before you know it,
yeah.
you're a year sober. I mean, it's
It's
you
just a
start off
day. Like,
wee.
even to this day, I still say, if I can get through today, then I'm a winner. That's
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Just getting through the day sometimes is just like, even not even in the recovery aspect, just working,
Yeah.
just getting
Even
through the
even
day
just
sometimes is just a goal,
anyway,
innit?
like this
Like,
day and age is, and everyone's got mental health. Let's be honest. Do you know what
Yep.
I mean? It's a sad world we live in. I think.
And like so the dragonfly decorating yogurt the what
Just
he's
let it
laughing at there,
out,
I
man.
missed
I
it.
can see.
Eh?
I could see
What was
Baz
it?
just wanting to just rip.
I never heard of that. Eh?
I don't know what he's laughing at.
Did you fart?
I
Oh
didn't fart.
no! I keep looking at Baz, and I feel like he just wants to just have a crack up.
Oh, I thought you farted.
No, I was just I was
But
just
it's
thinking of
making me
some.
laugh because I'm just like,
I was
when you're in
thinking of
school and
something in
you
my
like you
head.
just can't look at that mate.
I didn't realise you could like see. I was sat there going.
That's Baz fucking all the time.
I think of something in my
Oh,
head and I'm fucking. But it was the wrong
and
time to laugh.
that teacher always
Well,
says,
I,
"Do
was,
not look
I
at each
wasn't actually
other."
going to say on it. I
Yeah,
wasn't going to say anything deep, but I was going to say, like, the Dragonfly Decorating. You had a message on the Talking Tradesman podcast.
Mm.
A slow. Normally, I'm wearing the hoodie. I think the last time we filmed, I had the hoodie on. Tonight, I've got the
yeah.
Decorators Den hoodie on, unfortunately.
Okay.
But James,
Oh,
James actually has his own merch. And the
Yeah,
hoodies are so comfortable. So if you follow him on TikTok, and I don't know if it's on his Instagram, you'll be able to follow the links. The hoodies are they're the second smartest hoodies you can buy. Obviously, smartest
yeah.
is the Decorator Den hoodie. But what's your slogan? There's a slogan on it.
so the
It's
slogan
fucking
says, "I recover loudly to help those who suffer in silence."
yeah, and it's
Do you
brilliant.
know
So
what? That is
basically,
Uh,
straight to the point. It's
yeah,
powerful. Like it's the perfect slogan you could think of for what you're doing.
and it was born out of that podcast. So he basically just said that off the cuff remark, and it was so it's such a like a fucking inspiring fucking quote in it.
mm. But it's true. Like it is. It's this is the silent killer, isn't it?
Yep.
Mental health, addiction. A lot of things really. Silence is the true flipping
I've been able to
kill zone
talk
for
fucking
us.
can defeat loads of it, can't it? So with Dragonfly Decorating, what's your best job? What's the job you've been most proud of to this point?
Um, well, it was a kitchen that I done last year, but I think it's got to be the kitchen I just done.
Right.
That
Yeah,
was I think it made it better because it's for my parents.
yeah.
Total passion project.
What's that?
A passion project. Like just
Yeah,
love
it
doing
just
it.
had so much. It just had so much love put into it, and just I don't know, just the everything
Do you know what
went
though as
like
well? When
really
you can take your
smoothly.
time and actually put love into a project, it
Charlotte,
really does make
I'm
like
babysitting you.
Yeah,
it's just such a big difference at the end because you know you've took your time. You've not been on deadlines going, oh fuck, Julie from down road fucking did. You've been able to actually put your heart and soul into it.
yeah.
Aye.
Well, I was ill halfway through as well, so I kind of had to. I took a day off because me and my son were really ill, and then I just had to power through because I had so much to do,
Yeah,
which
I
was
think
horrific.
everyone's getting the lurgy these days.
No.
Yeah, well, my son's just had croup, which was
Fucking hell,
oh mate, it was
it's
horrific.
horrible
It
that
sounded
croup.
like
What's that? Is that like
it
a
sounded
cough
like a
thing, is it?
seal was in his
Yeah,
bedroom.
like it is
Or like
terrible.
chest kind of thing, is it?
Yeah, it's just like he sounds. But every time he was coughing, it sounded like a seal at a circus. Like
It's like
Yeah.
it's like having 100 cigs. Like that's how they
yeah.
sound. Is
I
it
feel like
bad?
you're just
Yeah,
ready to
mate.
crack up
Yeah.
on his second again, innit? Eh? Make it make make me a seal noises.
Hey.
Make another seal noise to kind of reset the tone a bit.
Oh. Oh.
You're gonna set me dog off. So what? What would you say your worst job has been?
Absolute shiter for any reason.
Worst job, probably. Oh, probably the stripping wood chip wallpaper.
Yeah, that is. terrible.
and then not knowing what the walls are like underneath, and they're absolutely
Well,
horrific. Like the
I
one
always
in
say to
Colchester
customers,
that
mate,
me and Ruff's done.
if the full room or slash full house is papered, I always say there's
Yes, it was.
normally a reason it's papered.
Yeah, it was
But,
covered. I've still got
but
the bottom half to do yet.
in these roll-on fillers a fucking game changer with
I
these
haven't
kind
had
of
a chance
walls?
to use it
No, I need
in
use
a
Mate,
them
I've
yet.
customer's
Right?
house. I have tested it out, but I haven't used it in a customer's house yet. But
I've
yeah,
just used that Semin 2-in-1.
But you
semen.
quite like salmon,
The
didn't you?
it's
You like
you get
semen?
that. I bought.
But,
I've
but you
got.
like salmon, didn't you?
You like semen?
They do paint station. They do the big tub of Semin 2-in-1 filler with the
Call it
big
something
skimming
else, James. I
blades.
can't deal with that.
Um, and it was brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that's good.
My bar's a massive fan of salmon, I hear.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll be using it in January. Um,
Yeah,
for
honestly, it's
this
brilliant.
job that I'm on. I'll be doing a bedroom in semen.
And
Grow up.
do you go, do you can hear me salmon up, like when you're at work and you're working with, do you can hear me like salmon all over your hands and face?
What does your missus say when you come
I
home
got
with
it all
covered
over
in
the
semen
walls.
though? Oh god.
This is
James
this
isn't
better
having it.
make a final cut.
James isn't having it. Right. What's the biggest what is the ugliest situation you've dealt with running the business?
Don't say anything about salmon.
I've got Semin in my eye while rolling the wall.
um
The ugliest.
Like on a
I
nightmare
don't know.
customer,
or just a
dealing with
job that didn't go right, or
disgruntled employees or
van problems.
member of the public.
Well, there's always a nightmare customer in there that always watches over you as soon as you're. I can remember I was there literally 2 days and it's like a week job, and then when I'm finished for the day, they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna do this," and it's just like, "Hang on a minute, wait, there's a process."
Yep. Aye, somebody
Do you
that's
know what I mean?
snagging you up before you're finished.
Them ones that just tap your shoulder all the time.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
See,
And
I was on a job like that not long back where um they basically kept like, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna? Yeah, I'm literally in the prepping stages at the minute.
yep.
Just
Yeah,
give me a minute.
I've literally pulled up on your drive. Literally, give me half hour to get my
I've
tools out.
literally just got the semin out, and now you're fucking asking me questions. Just get out.
What about just it's a kind of we're kind of asked to cover the topic, but I wonder if while we're doing it on a guest episode, I'm going to ask an extra wee question here. But have you ever had any issues with like bad payers or slow payers or
Have I had
Pairs,
issues with it?
payers like paying customers?
payers. Yeah, no.
I
I haven't for a while, to be fair.
I finished a job in August because I do quite a lot of estate agent stuff. I've just literally been paid for a job I finished in August.
Fuck,
Wow.
that is brutal. By the
Do you
way,
know what?
that's like what, 5 months.
Someone messaged me about that actually, Sean. Um,
That's why I was
is
bringing it up.
it? But I have actually seen quite a lot of people posting on like forums and stuff asking about like late payers or whatever payers, and also there's been quite a lot of people asking for work recently. Now there's been
See, I was going to bring up there one I seen on the Decorator forum. Actually, it was like somebody who's got all the proper payment terms, 20% deposit up front,
yeah,
paying on completion of work. Basically, went through the whole process. finishing the job for somebody, and then when they handed in the final bill, the customers then turned around and said, "Listen, we haven't got the money to square you up to after Christmas." Now this person needed the money to pay their bills,
Yeah,
presents,
yeah.
deal with their family through Christmas and New Year, and I'm just wondering, like, what 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 do you do in that situation? Because I mean, obviously
Do,
you've got all the right terms, but you can't force some. Well, you obviously can go through the courts, which eventually costs you more
but do you
money
know
until
what the
you actually
problem is
paid
with
out.
that is if you go to court legally, they've got 30 days to pay you
Right.
upon
But if,
receiving
Yeah.
invoice.
if it's in your terms that you get paid upon the completion of the work, I don't think they can say, "Oh, we'll pay you the
Yeah,
next 30
but
days."
you also have to give them because I went to do it myself. So what they do is if you go to like small claims court or whatever, they say right, you have to give them now a different what's it called like I'm taking you to court letter. You have to pay within 30 days. You have to give them 30 days then
Yeah. Like a
Right.
you've been
from that court
served.
letter.
Gosh.
So even
No.
if they don't pay from the invoice date, you've then given them an extra few days from sending that invoice from that court letter because you give them 30
It's
days from that court letter then.
so much in the fucking customer's ballpark, really, in it.
Yeah,
It's there's no
it's a load
protection
of shit.
for
It, what you could possibly do is add charges on.
But again, if they're not going to pay, you're not going to pay your charges.
Well, that's it, innit?
Yeah.
Always believe in. I'm going to give advice I always give again. My advice is send them a message with the fun fact of the day. Bricks are cheaper than windows.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a fun fact.
It's not a threat. It's just fun fact of the day, and it's true
Or,
too. Bricks are
or
cheaper than windows.
do what I saw a while ago. Text them off someone else's phone
Aye,
saying, what is it? It's something like you've
I
left your
I've seen you.
underwear here or something. They go, who's
Aye,
this? You
Yeah.
go, so your phone does work then. It's
Yeah.
such and
yeah.
such a
I've seen
person.
that. Brilliant.
So, um, what is the biggest lesson those tough jobs taught you?
Um. God, bloody hell. I don't know.
Stumped them.
The ones with the nagging customers and they're always on your back. I think they're the ones that you mainly just not ride the wave, but you just try and sweeten them up
Do you think
even
you maybe
more
get
than.
bet? In I think you get better at recognising the customers before you quote,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
and
better.
at,
You can see it coming a bit better
you can and
with
you
semi.
almost can be like, and you don't need to you see the red flags and think, I'm going to avoid. You
yeah,
either put in a higher price,
Yeah,
or you make an excuse, or you just tell them, "Nah, I'm not interested in your." It's so hard to say you're
yeah.
not interested in somebody's work. By the
yeah,
way, it's a
yeah.
difficult thing to say.
Mm,
Because you feel guilty, don't you? You feel like, oh, fucking hell, like,
yeah.
Um, so I've noticed online, James, that you've had a bromance forming with Russ for the Brush Brothers. Do you want to tell us about what that relationship, how it started, and what it means to you?
and did he
Um,
introduce you to Semin?
that's how close we've got.
This fucking
So
episode
basically, he
should be sponsored by
obviously when
Semen, shouldn't
I
it?
when
Does Paint Station do Semin?
they do. When
There you go.
I obviously when Top Notch Rob added me to the best WhatsApp group in the world, obviously Russ obviously said I'm James, I'm from Hastings, and obviously Russ is in Eastbourne, which is 20 minutes down the road. He then privately messaged me and said, "Mate, I can't believe you're only down the road. Da, 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 da. We need to meet up." Um, obviously this was early on in the year, but obviously he won't mind me saying this. He's had a really shit year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, and he just went silent. And me being me, I was always checking in on him, and I said, I don't expect a reply, but I just want you to know I'm here. If you need
Yeah.
anything, when you're ready, give me a call. And then I was looking at a job in Eastbourne in like June time, and I just said, mate, I'm in Eastbourne. Where are you? And then I think it's because I just put him on the spot. He was like, "Oh, I'm back at work. I'm here." And then I literally drove to where he was, and then we had about half an hour chat on his job. And I don't know, we just glued.
Yeah.
Um,
Aye.
and then I kept checking in with him, and then he was kind of being a bit more open. And I said, "Mate, I don't expect you to tell me what's happened or what you're going through, but just keep in contact." And then yeah, his work dried up, and then I said, "Mate, I've got loads. Do you want to take some on?" Or
His
um,
work's incredible, by the way.
Yeah, he does absolutely fantastic work.
and he
Better than
he
yours,
he's
James.
exactly the same. Like he's so humble. He doesn't think that he's really good. Like
Yeah.
Aye.
when all the compliments and stuff that he gets, like, but
He
I'm the
doesn't know how
same.
to
Like
take a compliment, does he? I've noticed that about
yeah,
him.
and it's like going back to the Golden Finish Awards and this trade hero thing. Like I'm still trying to
Wrap your head around it.
let it sink in, and
Yeah.
like you look at other people, and I don't compare myself to anyone else. I think we're all exactly the same. Like, and then something like that is so massive for me individually, for my family. He's exactly the same. Like he'll get a message from someone and be like, flipping out. Like I don't. He can't take compliments, and this is where we're very good with each other because we both tell each other that we do deserve it, and we are where we need to be because we've put in the work. And
And I
it's
think,
he's
like,
just it's just he's just a flipping. He's just a legend. Like he's just such a nice guy.
Yeah,
I
he
think,
is.
and it seems like a chilled person too. Like, so it seems like it'd
Very
be the kind of,
chilled.
it'd be easy to get on with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
very. We are like his work is fucking unreal. Like his
Yep.
his preparation, like everything. But we work kind of we do things the same, and that's why we gel a bit because
I
we can
like
both
the.
go into a job knowing what we need to do
Yep.
individually to make it good. Like we've done a 3 bedroom house in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
I seen that with
Smashed
it.
that
That
lot.
was with your sprayed woodwork and stuff. Was it? Was it sprayed woodwork?
Yeah, so we
Aye.
got the Wagner, we got the with the heated hose, and it was flipping unreal, man.
Yep.
So,
I seen we'll talk just before we move on. I seen my favourite. Obviously, Ross likes his repair care and all of this kind of stuff. But one of my
Mm,
favourite videos is, and he gets loads of comments online. It's a genius video, but it's like it fixed some kind of masonry division bit between, like it's
yeah.
like on a wall between two customers, right? And the customer saying the left or the right didn't want their side painted. But then he's obviously painted the paying customer side, and he's pinged tape, and he's used a repair care at the corner. And then when he's peeled the tape off, the difference between the finished side and the non-paying customer side is like out of this fucking world, right? And
yeah,
obviously, loads of the comments are on it like, "Oh, why would you use repair care to fix that? It'd be cheaper to buy a new stone. And why did you not do the customers other customers thing?" And literally, if people would read the captions or thing about it, you would
Yeah, and
see like one customer didn't want to pay for it. You're meant to do it for
it.
free, and he kind of explains that I used to repair care because there is no cost limit to get my work perfection, and it's such
Yeah.
it's such a. I probably watched. He's probably made the same video, the same thing a few times, but I've watched that video of him fixing that so many times because it's such a fucking
yeah.
perfect
His
Yeah.
content is it sucks you in. Like it
Yeah, it
and
is.
it's
does.
so satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
just he's nailed it, and he's nailing it, and he doesn't
yeah.
think he's where he wants to be, but he's going to be doing bits for sure.
yeah,
And we'll definitely have Russ on the podcast and
yeah,
Jake, by the way, on the podcast
yeah,
in
Yeah,
2026.
yeah,
Ken, so we'll get their sides of the story and see if they think the same about James. They might say James is a fucking wanker, loves salmon.
yeah.
it's all he puts on a show. He's actually a prick.
James
So I
cancelled.
just want to jump back to your sobriety. How would you
Mm.
say sobriety's changed you both personally and within the job?
Um, it's just it has completely changed my life. Like I didn't think I would be this person in a million years, or I didn't think I would achieve what I've achieved in 1 year
Yeah,
in a million years. If you said to me 2 years ago you're going to be sitting on a podcast telling your story, multiple podcasts, you're going to have a successful business, you're going to have your
You're going to
family
be up.
back,
You're going to be up for an award.
you're going to be up for an award, I would have just absolutely laughed and just said, "Fucking no way! You got no hope. Literally no hope."
And another thing, what people
Um,
don't see, and me and Bas will see. Sorry to cut you off here, mate, but
he's
James
not.
gives everybody
He
what
just
we call
fucking loves the sound of his own voice.
what we're going to call Monday motivation. And every Monday
yeah,
you get this voice note in the WhatsApp message, and it's like, all right, you bunch of fuckers, and let's get out there and up. It's a new week. Absolutely smash the whatever. It's always different. It's always custom every week. Like, but it's Monday motivation that nobody else gets. It's like the WhatsApp group, or we privately get it in another WhatsApp group, Ken. So
Yeah, I think Kyle looks forward to your little motivation morning speeches.
yeah. It's feel, but there's a few people now that just it's just nice. It makes me feel.
that's
Don't
a
know.
thing,
Just
innit?
make it. It's just part of my routine. I think now.
I feel like I kind of start my week with it, the Monday motivation. I don't ask for it, I just wait till it comes.
That's why he gets nothing done sometimes. It's because you've not said your
Yeah,
speech.
Please stop
can't
saying that
shut me
because my
up now.
customers might watch this podcast and think I'm a lazy bastard.
They know because nothing's been done when they go back in the room.
I'm preparing.
I'm just prepping. Why? What have you done? Been sanding. Oh, tell you what, these skirtings. Gonna take another
Two
four
coats
days.
undercoat they got.
Gonna
Two
take another
undercoat.
4 days sanding these skirtings. It's me Merker. Me Merker's not working.
So, what
It's the
advice would you
semi.
give to somebody struggling right now, James?
Get to paint
Um,
station and get some salmon.
definitely go to paint station.
Are you an ambassador for Paint Station?
Huh?
Are you an ambassador for Paint Station?
Yes.
So
Do you
there's
get?
another
Yeah,
thing to be proud of, innit? That's another
Yeah.
thing 2
That's
year
what I mean.
ago.
It's just it's been just and not every week or every month. Like life is just life in like something like things just I don't know. I just feel like I'm a true believer. Like I said, if there's someone out there struggling, look at me as a
Example.
thing. You can lose everything. You can have nothing, and you can be in the worst. You can be gambling and sniffing and drinking every day to coming up to a year clean and doing these things. Like not
I,
I want people to be like, well done, like
yeah.
get over it. But it's like I'm living proof that if you
Your
really,
life
really,
isn't
really,
over. You
really,
can
nah,
restart.
you can. I mean, look at Brian from Pretty Boy. He's 60 and his life's just starting in his eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
he's sober for what, 16 year?
yeah, but like he's failed and like everyone
Aye, aye, people
in
relapse, eh?
Yeah.
that's part of it. And if like going back to the question, if people are watching this and they're struggling, I think my main biggest thing is what's happened has happened. You cannot go back and make things or change things. Like
See,
you can
I've
start
got a
now.
question. Sorry, James. I've got a
Go on.
question for you.
My
Cause
boss likes to sound his own voice now.
yeah, I do.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
shut the fuck up. No. I've got a question for you because I don't really have that addictive like personality kind. I do with
Mm,
some things that I genuinely love and stuff, but nothing like toxic. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
I don't really think about having a drink.
yeah.
Does it cross your mind daily, or is it like um, it'll just randomly pop up a couple of times a week, or what?
So on a daily basis, I still have these urges.
Great
Not
question, by the way.
to,
Yeah, no, I was just
not
curious
to,
because I don't. It doesn't even cross my mind unless someone goes, "Oh, we're going out," and I go.
yeah.
Even then,
So
it
like
doesn't even cross my
it's
mind. I
just
just go to wherever we're going, and I go. I fancy a drink.
yeah. So obviously it can happen like watching TV and there be an advert for Ladbrokes or
Yeah,
or a
something that
drink,
triggers it,
you
kind of
know,
thing.
and then you think in your head you're like, because back in the day, if I saw someone drinking or putting a bet on or drive past the bookies, I'd have to go home and do it. It would be
Yeah,
like it'll be like a switch in my head that like the fear of missing out. I had to make sure I was part of it,
yeah, yeah,
but like now, like when we went to Coventry and I could go to events and I do get itchy feet and I do want to have a drink, but I've got more. I don't know.
self
I've got
control.
more like self control, and I know what would happen
Yeah, yeah,
if if I done it, and now I feel like I've got way more to lose than I ever have,
yeah, yeah,
See, when I was
and
doing that,
I get more. I get more satisfaction now by waking up knowing what I'm achieving than doing a line
uh,
or having a drink. And it sounds really cliche, but I'm high on life now
yeah,
instead of,
because I found when I was doing my sobriety that if I went to a wedding and I was drinking non-alcoholic beers, I felt like um, dour and boring. And at the
yeah,
time I would, right, and I couldn't enjoy myself at parties. Everybody else is drunk and I'm drinking non-alcoholic. And I went home early a few times for parties, like snuck away, didn't tell anybody else can buy. But the overriding feeling and what I found that was really a win was like kind of like you said there, that when you wake up the next morning and you've got through one of the events and you've not had a drink, and the feeling that you get in the morning waking up thinking, can I went to that party like last night? I'm
mm,
waking up fresh on the Sunday. I'm no rough. It's such a great feeling to say that. Like for example, you went away at the paint and decorating show, and 90% of people there were having a drink, and
yeah,
you weren't.
mm,
And be able to wake up the next day and say, can I fucking got through that night and never
yeah.
had a beer, and never touched a drink, or never touched any drugs. When everybody else was,
See, do you know
it's such
what?
such a boost.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
do you know
and
what
it's
as well?
knowing
Go on.
that I'm in control of what was in control of me.
Yeah,
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 That's
aye,
the biggest flex
yeah.
now.
Well, I think you did really well on at Coventry because do you know what? Being completely honest, it didn't even cross my mind. Like until I got home, I was like, James was sat with us most of the night,
Yeah, well,
and
the
to
biggest thing
me,
was
you just blended in with us all, like having a drink and having a laugh, and you wasn't
yeah,
just
because
sat there. You
if
wasn't
I
just
can have
sat
a
there being
zero
like
percent,
socially awkward, going like thinking, "Oh, I can't drink," and you were
aye.
still having fun. You were still having a laugh, and you were
yeah,
still. So it didn't cross my mind at the time. It was only once I got home, and I was like,
yeah,
"Fucking hell!"
and
Like,
it was the night of the first night. Everyone was like planning. They're going
yeah,
out, and obviously we went for dinner, and then everyone was going to Spoons, but we met some of the Q1 lot in Boom Bar,
yeah,
and I went in and someone was there. I think it was Peter Decor, and he was battered, and he was hilarious. I've got
He's,
nothing
yeah,
against him,
yeah,
but
Polish
he's
guy.
very like
He's
you
Polish,
know
isn't he?
yeah, and obviously you can tell people were there, and you can tell they were a bit off their head. And obviously that's when it hit me a lot. I was just like, oh, I just want to just go and get loose, but I know I can't. And then I think I was with Golden Hands, and I was with Sergey and Rush Brothers. And then we left Boom Bar, and everyone was at Weatherspoons, and I just said, look, I'm just going to go back to the Airbnb because
Yeah,
one, it's coming up to 10 o'clock at night, and that's like midnight for me.
yeah,
Same.
Two, it's just not a bit of me now. Like,
yeah. Knowing when it's time to go, I think plays an important part because, for example, you could stay just so then you don't feel left out. Then you end up
yeah,
staying,
and
and then
it,
you see everyone else, and then you go, "Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just have this non-alcoholic drink," and then you go,
yeah,
"What one drink won't hurt because it's 1 o'clock in the morning now," and then it gets to two
yeah,
o'clock in the morning, and before you know it, you've relapsed. You fucking just because you didn't know when to
yeah,
stop.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's the coming out the comfort zone. Like, I didn't really want to go out, but I
Yeah,
thought if I could just mix in with it, even if it's for half an hour, I've
yeah.
still won. I've still defeated what is going to defeat me.
No,
So
mate, you did really well.
aye,
Genuinely,
100%. Like,
you wouldn't think you was in sobriety, and I think that's good because some people can make it the whole personality, like the whole like demeanor. While you're out, they're just sat there socially awkward, not talking,
aye,
not getting involved, and not. And
and it's
whereas
like
you're
going
not, you are getting
with
involved, and you're still having fun, and you're still. So I think you're
yeah, and it's
absolutely
like
smashed it. You
Adam.
should definitely pat yourself on the back for that.
It's like Adam from AB Decor.
Yeah, yeah,
He, he's so thankful for me, and that's why he put me up for that award because
yeah,
he says to this day that he's because of watching me and talking to me, it's made him come out of and he goes to rave sober.
yeah,
aye. See, my wife's like that. She can go to parties and no have a drink, and people will not know she's not had a drink. She's just good fun.
Yeah.
But
See,
and literally,
I used to go to parties with my
but
missus,
I feel like
and
I'm boring when they.
yeah, but I used to get so pissed. I'd be in the corner asleep, like piss myself,
yeah.
Yep.
like bad,
Like no in
and like how
between, just
embarrassing is that?
yeah,
Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
Aye. Aye. It's even the way it makes you feel the next morning. Like alcohol, it's pure poison in it.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, I was speaking to someone this week, and it's you look at it and you think we've been brought up like around it and with it, and it's the cool thing, and but now I think I generally feel like they're putting something in it these days that is more. It's like they're putting what's that MSG that they put in foods to make it
Yep.
more like
Aye.
moreish or addictive.
yeah, yeah,
I feel like they're putting something in it, and it is the biggest drug in the world.
yeah,
Like
Aye.
it's the
Aye. 100%. Eating cigarettes or
and not
cigarette water.
I've got no offense with people that can do it. I'm very jealous that you can do it and have a couple of beers and go to bed and whatever. But for some people, it's just a no no.
yeah.
Um, Last question for you, James. What's next for yourself and Dragonfly Decorating? Because obviously you've done so much in the last years.
I think next is just keep going, just keep coming up my comfort zone, taking on challenges. I'd say what I do want to do next year, in particular, is concentrate on spraying.
Yeah,
Yep.
So do more, um, do more spraying side, and just keep smashing it. Just keep going.
yeah, yeah. Sweet.
And the motivational Mondays will keep coming.
Yeah, they will never go.
If
Good.
they
That's what I
don't,
like
this
to hear.
episode's getting deleted. I'm joking.
Don't say that because I'm panicking about this episode in case we hear another technical issue.
I know.
Eh?
Honestly, James's episode has just not been the way we want it to.
Well,
Like,
James technically was it's the 13th episode, and we've had a technical issue. We'll call it that. James has been ill. Then your son was ill. We've had to put it back a
Yeah.
day. I'm actually not feeling too great tonight, although we've been fine. We actually had an issue with the software last night too, which would have been an issue as well. So
Luckily,
I'm
Baz came
glad
to the rescue.
I'm glad Baz came to the rescue. Baz needed to come to the
Now we
rescue.
should all congratulate and buy a load of semen.
Exactly. Simon, please get in touch about a sponsor. We're going to send you this episode.
Sponsored by Semin.
Exactly.
So
I would love.
if you do want to try the product, the filling product, there's an offer at Paint
Is
Station
it the stuff
with
that comes in a big tub?
it comes in a big tub and you get 2 skimming blades, and the roller for like £100.
What colour's the Semin? White.
Does it come out? Does it come at the end like a cork? No.
No, Semin won't come in the cork.
Or does it come in? Does it come out like in a cork? No.
No, I think what
When
you might have to
I
do
was
is fill the tub and use it from that.
when I was rolling it on the wall, it was going everywhere, like all
What's
over
it?
the floor.
So,
Like a bukkake?
can you put Semin in deep cracks, or is it fine filler? Fine surface filler?
Just a fine but to be fair, some of the holes I was filling, it was they were quite deep. So I
Do you know?
filled them
You know,
and
rub them like that. You rub it
so I
like
was
that.
filling it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so I was filling the deep holes and then I was rolling.
So you can go pretty deep with the Semin then.
Yeah, you can go.
In the deep cracks, like.
and does it stay hard after the semen's? Oh, we're fucking so immature, aren't we? We've really lowered the tone of
Do
this.
you know what? If
podcast.
this episode doesn't get
Semin
the
are
biggest
gonna
views
love
we've ever
this.
had,
They're gonna be like, "Oh, they love us."
we're getting in deep cracks and everything.
Exactly. They're not. Probably some German company thinking they fucking. I don't know if Semen's for Germany, like, but they're going to be thinking, my God, they absolutely love your product.
Yeah.
You didn't even pay
They've
for
been
this episode.
I've never even heard of the Decorators Den. What's going on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where might sell Semin in the future. I don't know if they already do. Nap and Bristle Decorating Supplies. Go
Yep.
visit
Yeah.
the website at www.napandbristle.co.uk.
We sells everything else, however.
So if you want some of James's Semin, just go and visit his website. Honestly, quick service, great
Very,
customer
Very quick
service.
service.
He'll even, do you know? I don't know if he's still doing it, but after you've ordered your Semin, he might even give you a little. He gave me last time. It was like a shortbread, and I don't know what you call it, Sean, but it's like a sweet, and it's like a
they're called
Scottish.
Highland bars.
Yeah, he'll chuck one of them in
Scottish.
for you as well.
Scottish delicacy. No, appreciate for finally getting you on, James.
Yeah,
It's been
a pleasure
Nah,
once
thank
again.
you very
Wonderful
much for having me,
episode.
lads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any
No interest.
anything else before
Ooh.
we finish up, boss?
No, I think we're on Monday, so Wednesday, go and catch the Christmas episode, Christmas special.
Oh,
And
right.
then-
Are we gonna do I announce who we've got on in the Christmas special?
So
on here?
so we've actually got Josh from the Dyslexic Painter.
Yep.
He's our Christmas special guest.
Yep.
Um,
And it'll be going on the
absolutely.
24th.
Yeah, absolutely great content that he does, and the episode is actually being recorded already, so it's a great episode. Go and check it out.
Yep.
And that'll be me and Sean until, what was it, January?
19th. I think we're having a wee break,
Yeah.
and we're going to come back so much stronger in the new
Yeah,
year.
we're not leaving you too long, so don't start
Yep.
crying. Fucking
And
hell.
again, just to say that this episode
So
is
me
powered
and
by
Sean will
Trade
probably still be
Decorating.
doing some bits in the background,
Yep,
just
100%.
behind the scenes, like just.
And we're the official podcast of Trade Decorator, so go and check out their websites.
And don't forget to go and visit James on Instagram and TikTok. It's Dragonfly Decorating. Instagram is Dragonfly_decorating.
Yep.
Great content. Also, if you are going through sobriety at the minute, James is your guy to talk to.
100%.
Thank you very much, lads.
Oh, just a quick one before we say bye. What do you think of the song, the jingle?
Which one?
At
The
the start of the
jingle.
show,
The what?
Oh
the
my
new song at the
God.
start of the episode.
Are you playing it?
No, you'll hate to catch up in the latest
Did you
two
not hear it at
episodes.
the beginning?
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Never, it's never heard it.
Fan-
Clearly never.
Fantastic.
It's semen in the brain, that boy.
I know. Fucking hell. Head full of semen. Right. James,
Right.
did you go to that seminar?
Hey.
And just
Right.
as well, he's got his addiction under control because he was going to end up in the cemetery.
I've got to think of one, but I can't because I'm on the spot now.
Right, if you think of one, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Right, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, James. I hope you
Right,
have an
cheers,
amazing
boys.
Christmas.
You
And a-
too,
and a
lads. Thank
great
you very
New Year.
much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, driver.
Bye, driver.
Bye-bye, driver.
Bye. Bye.
Bye!
Bye.